Scientifically proven ways to boost your immunity. Vitamin C is a fantastic source. Um, it's a great immunity booster, helps to fight against diseases like the common colds and, could help with preventing viruses in general. Another great plant, which is great for boosting your immunity. Fruits and vegetables in general are great for boosting your immunity. However, moringa is superior food. It's a superfood, and it's unfortunate that in Nigeria, a lot of us grow it in our backyards, but we don't take advantage of these plants. We would rather, use the multivitamins that are on the pharmacy shelves. But hey, these Igbo people that we look up to, they are importing moringa from Asia and Africa and selling it for very, very high prices in their health food stores. And it's selling like wildfire. Why? Because it's a superfood. It has every single vitamin and mineral that you can think of. Moringa is like one of the few plants on earth that even has more protein when weighed gram per gram compared to red meat. It has more iron than you find in spinach, has more potassium than you find in bananas, has more calcium than you find in milk. What's not to like about that? So I talked about vitamin C earlier, I've spoken about moringa. Another great way to boost your immunity is the use of probiotics and prebiotics. So probiotics in the form of things like Greek yogurt, miso soup, pap, which is your ogi, iru is a fantastic Nigerian sauce. Kombucha, if you're abroad, is a fantastic way of getting your probiotics in there. Now, your prebiotics, which I would refer to as the food that your probiotics need to survive. Now, probiotics are good for your gut system in general, and research has shown that the higher the levels of good bacteria in your gut system, the better your immunity is. The better your immunity is. So eating foods, for example, like tiger nut milk, which has carbohydrates that cannot be digested by the human body, but the probiotics in the bacteria in your gut needs prebiotics to be able to survive. So you can get prebiotics from things like tiger nuts in Nigeria. If you're abroad, things like chicory or carrots, even in Nigeria, carrots are great forms of prebiotics. So probiotics and prebiotics work hand in hand to boost your immunity in general. So we've touched on the various angles of, nutrition and living a healthy lifestyle in general. But one part of health that we haven't really talked about today is mental health. There have been so many reported cases of suicide. Now, unfortunately, in Nigeria, when people suffer from things like anxiety and depression, the next thing that you hear is Otiyawere in Yoruba, which means this person has gone mad. And because of the stigma that's attached to mental health, a lot of people suffer in silence. So as opposed to seeking help from a therapist or a counselor, you have people who kill themselves. So you have increased rates of suicide and attempted suicides. Now, this is a topic that is very personal to me because in my work, in my general day-to-day work life, I found out that the major reason why a lot of women or men or even children, because children also suffer from depression these days, the major reason why a lot of them initially fail before we even start is because their mind is not even right in the first place. It is perfectly okay to seek help. If you have a friend that is all of a sudden withdrawn, please check on that person. If you have a friend that's supposedly very, very strong friend that looks like nothing can shake them, most times they can even be the ones that have mental health issues. And that's why you find out, this person committed suicide, or you find out along the line that, oh, this person suffered from some sort of mental health disorder, or this person had this issue or that issue. If you have somebody that all of a sudden they used to be very skinny, all of a sudden they've gained weight rapidly. I mean, I'm not saying that when you gain weight you have a mental health issue, but sometimes emotional eating can be their own way of, trying to, should I say, calm themselves down. Or somebody who used to be very big before, and all of a sudden they lose weight rapidly, boom. Sometimes it may not be that they want to join the Pepper Dem gang or it's for vanity purposes, but it may be that that person may be going through something. So please, it's very important that beyond trying to eat right and trying to stay active, try to make sure that you take steps to make sure that your mental health is in order. Get enough rest, get enough sleep. It's not all about driving a Bentley. What worth will a Bentley be if you are not in the right frame of mind? It's recommended that the average adult gets at least 7 to 8 hours of sleep per day. Try to rest as much as you can. If you have enough money, visit the spa. If you don't have money to visit a spa, try to watch some comedy, live a little, laugh a little, hang out with friends. All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy or dull girl. Mental health is real. Mental health disorders, depression, is very, very real. And it's high time that Nigerians start taking this very serious. There are free, there are places you can go to that would actually either give you free therapists or recommend therapists for you. So there are places like As She Writes Woman. The owner of that foundation actually suffers from a mental health issue. And because of this, she has turned her own situation or her own dilemma, she has turned it into positive energy. So she uses that energy into helping others that are in distress.
Hi, I'm John Obidi, and I have a ton of hobbies. You know what I love the most? Making money with little or no stress. Using the iInvest app, I can invest my money in treasury bills and watch it grow in value. You can get started with as little as 100,000 Naira or as much as 100 million Naira. Download the iInvest app from the App Store and the Google Play Store, create your account, and make your first deposit.
Thank you for coming for the Dang Masterclass today. Now, we're on to our second session, which is the question and answer session. But before we start, I'd like for the three of you to please introduce yourselves. So we'll start with the beautiful lady with the wave over there.
My name is Vivian.
Vivian, nice to meet you, Vivian.
I'm Tolulope.
Nice to meet you, Tolulope.
My name is Shubomi.
Nice to meet you, Shubomi. My name is Damola Ladijobi of Askdamz. So your first question.
After losing weight, how do you manage? You know, some people have this excess skin after weight loss. So how do you tone, or does it have to be exercise to tone, or?
It's either you embrace the loose skin after trying toning exercises, because obviously there's an extent of being big that only surgery can correct when you have excess skin. One, oh yeah, I've mentioned two actually. So exercises may help with that, and then unfortunately for some people, they have loose skin. Maybe they were like a size 24. So you've watched my 600-pound life, those kind of people. And then there are people like me. I usually don't show this side of myself because truth of the matter is, I really don't care what anybody thinks. Before I started Askdamz, they said I did surgery, I did this, I did that. But I've had 2 children by a cesarean section, and I've lost almost 40 kilos. So I'm not afraid for this to be caught on camera. Although my husband says, you don't need to show anybody. But I like to show people so that they don't feel depressed. This is what I have. So is what I want you to see is what you see. So now, when this is underneath a dress, you don't see this because it's flabby, so it will press it in. So, Askdamz is hot. But this is what I battle with. It's still here. If I leave it, you can see it. It's still here. But you know what? Compared to, I would have even double of this if I needed to, as opposed to being unhealthy. So for me, that's the main goal. Does that make sense? Yeah. So I've tried to get rid of the excess skin, but I'm not going to do surgery. I don't knock people who do surgery, by the way. If you want to do it, whatever rocks your boat. But I haven't done it, and I'll never do it because I'm a scaredy cat, and I'm very okay like this. I'm happy.